Hi, it's me, Katie, from Remix Beauty DC, and I'm going to talk to you today about what happens when you shave your head for the apocalypse. I know 3 people so far in my intimate circle who've done this, and I have to say, it's not what I expected. So I'm going to start with how to do it. And for my 3 sweethearts, it's a little bit too late. But for anyone else who's considering making the leap into full-on apocalyptic hair, first, maybe don't. And second, please be careful. So if you already have a lot of hair on your head, even as much as I do, you want to take clippers or scissors and cut it down. Use clippers with a guard because you really don't want to nick your scalp. Head wounds bleed a lot. And the last thing you need to be doing is going to get stitches in your head because you were trying to shave your head. So after you've gotten it as close as you can get it with clippers, you want to then get in the shower. Hopefully you have a fog-free mirror. Otherwise, why are you doing this? And you want to make sure that the water is warm, that you are lathering well, and that you've got, some sort of shaving oil or shaving cream. Then you're going to shave your head very, very carefully. I would say start at the back so that you can get all the parts that you can't see very carefully before your arm gets tired. Then you're going to shave the sides and the top. Then, when you get out of the shower, run your hands over it. Figure out, are there any little hairs left? Yes? Shave them. If not, the next thing you're going to do is get a towel and run it under hot water. You don't want it like hot, like it's gonna burn you, but you do want it hot. Then you're going to put the towel over your bare head, over your scalp, to help steam out any ingrowns that might happen. I anticipate picking ingrown hairs out of scalps to be in my future, and I'm less excited about that than I might otherwise be. You guys know I love an ingrown. So the next thing I would recommend is going over the area that you've just shaved with your facial moisturizer. That skin is now skin that you need to take care of. The thing that hair does for your scalp, and I know I've got some hairdresser friends who are totally going to chime in on this because they know a lot more about hair than I do, is it keeps your scalp, the natural oils of your scalp, by your scalp. So your scalp's gonna dry out. So you need to keep it clean. You need to keep it moisturized. You don't need to be walking around the bald person with dandruff. Sorry, I sound really snarky. 3 people. I have 3 eggy sweethearts. I can't hack it. So you do want to keep your scalp moisturized. You also want to keep it clean. Shampoo is good for your scalp. So if you normally use shampoo, if you normally use conditioner, keep doing those things. Otherwise, just wash your scalp with what you would wash your face with. And take a little bit of, if you have a scalp scrub already, use it. Use it just like you would use to like detox your hair. Use that scrub. Otherwise, I would recommend taking something from your morning coffee and a little bit of a neutral oil, like grapeseed oil. I wouldn't use coconut oil because that can be comedogenic, and the last thing you want is me popping pimples on your scalp. So take a little bit of that, a little coffee scrub. If you want, you can put a little sea salt in it. but I wouldn't do just sea salt because the skin is going to be tender. And then scrub your scalp with it about once a week so that you're not getting ingrown hairs, so that the skin is staying moist, that it's receiving, nutrients, all of that. Lots of moisturizer. If you are a scalp person who wants a nice shiny dome, go ahead and lather up with some beard oil or some facial oil on there. Let it soak in. Walk around shiny. If you don't want a shiny dome, if you prefer a matte dome, you're not into the scalp glow, then you can just use a body moisturizer. You can put it on at night and let it soak in. You could use your facial moisturizer. All of these things are good tips. As it starts to grow out, you have to make a decision. Are you going to keep it shaved or are you going to let it grow out? If you decide to keep it shaved, you want to shave it regularly. You don't want to start missing shaves. We don't usually recommend that we wax scalps, so I'm not even going to go there. The next thing that you want to do if you decide to keep it that way is you want to make sure you're using sunscreen. Oh, please use sunscreen. Sunburned scalp is the worst. And speaking as someone whose father has had cancerous places removed from his scalp, there's nothing worse than that. Well, there are a lot of things worse than that, but it's bad. Don't walk around without sunscreen on your bare scalp. If you decide that the shaved head is not for you and you want to grow your hair back out, you need to keep it clean. You need to keep exfoliating, really until your hair is long enough to cut with scissors, because otherwise you're gonna get ingrowns. And remember that you just shaved your head, so it's gonna take a while to grow back out. It's gonna take some time. If you have curly hair, you definitely want to exfoliate that scalp, and you want to make sure, you want to realize your hair's gonna grow how it grows. So you may not like the pixie cut you end up with, but you're gonna have to deal with it for a little while. Yeah, so that is my video on scalp care. Yeah, please take care of your scalps. Please, no more head shaving. I promise the videos will get better later.